Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. After some upgrades I did to my rig, I wanted to show you how many FPS you can hit at low settings in Battlefield 1. I prefer more FPS and hertz than high resolution, so that's my thing. So first of all, my PC specs. The CPU I use is the 7700K overclocked at 5.1 GHz at 1.45 volts. Notice here that I have deleted my CPU, and that's how I can hit 5.1 GHz in decent temps. Now the motherboard is an Asus 8 Hero and I use 16 gigs of RAM overclocked at 3 GHz at 1.285 volts. The cooler I use is Corsair's all-in-one H115i, and my GPU is a 1080 Ti from Gigabyte, the Aorus Extreme edition. My system, which is Windows 10, runs on a Samsung 960 Pro M2 SSD. My games are on a separate casual SSD, and for recording and rendering, I have a Samsung Evo dedicated SSD disk. My monitor is an Asus ROG PC258Q, a 1080p 240 native Hz monitor, and I record with OBS, which is a very good and free recording and streaming program if you want to use one. If you want to know more about my setup, please ask me down in the comment section below. Now, moving on to our subject. How many FPS can my rig hit? First of all, what you see now, I mean while recording, the FPS is down by 20 to 30 FPS at low settings. And that may seem very much to you, but let me explain you why there is a big difference. Now, in ultra settings, the difference between recording and not recording is at about 5 to 15 FPS. So in low settings, it's about the double the difference. Why is that happening? So here's the thing. Battlefield 1 is not designed to hit that high FPS, because it's not a competitive game. So what is happening here is that my 7700K is bottlenecking my 1080 Ti at low settings. So while a GPU is running at 40 to 60%, my CPU is doing all the work here. And the CPU doesn't know what to do at such high FPS. Now, as far as I know, there is no better CPU for gaming right now. Even our enthusiast rigs with X299 processors won't give you higher FPS in Battlefield 1 than the 7700K. But it may help you, some processors with much more cores, it may help you not have such FPS drops while you're recording or streaming. So when I'm not recording, my FPS are from 200 to 240 most of the times, and my Hertz monitor is being used at the most, and the experience is very good and smooth. Notice here that I did some recording with all the info in the left with MSI Afterburner, but I didn't do all the video with that, because to capture it you must be at borderless mode, and there is increased input lag, messing with your aim and other stuff in borderless mode, so you can see the FPS at your right from the in-game command. So it depends on the map and the part of the map, how well it's designed. You will probably mostly do around 220 FPS average most of the time at most of the maps with this rig. Now some of you may say that no one needs as high FPS, but I'll tell you that. Even if you think you won't see the FPS, which I disagree with that, because my reactions are about 150 milliseconds, so it matters to me, you can feel the FPS and the hertz to your mouse and the movement. It's butter smooth. So, in case you were wondering how you can hit 240 FPS in Battlefield 1, there is your answer. Will it make you a better player? No, it won't. It probably won't, unless you are a very high skilled player looking for challenges in Battlefield 1. I will make another video for ultra settings, so if you're interested in that, it will be tomorrow. Now that's it from me now, guys. I hope you found that video informative. If you liked the video, please give a thumbs up, If you didn't, a thumbs down. I will leave you now with some rest of gameplay and I'll see you in the next video.